Hey guys, Joseph here. Welcome back to my channel. So, you guys might be wondering, why have I not posted a YouTube video in like 5 months? Well, I've kind of been lazy with it, I'll admit that. But also, it's junior year of high school for me. It's like kind of one of the hardest years of high school. And I'm taking a lot of college classes, and I've just been stressed out like this whole entire year. So, yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna post one over this winter break here. And the next one, there's no promises, but I'm gonna try and keep it consistent. So, yeah. But today, I will be doing my everyday makeup routine. So, just what I do on basically like everyday basis. You know, it's nothing like big or dramatic, but yeah, just in case y'all wanna know. So, let's get on with it. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I like this foundation because it's full coverage, but it doesn't feel cakey or heavy. So let's just get to applying it. And I always there's always kind of a lot on the top. I just kind of like scrape a little bit off of it. Now let's go. Okay, so now I'm just doing my foundation. I am just putting it on and then blending it out. There's nothing really hard to explain about it. And I'm just doing that to the other side. And it's the same exact thing as the first side. I just blend it out, blend over my nose, and all that stuff. And yeah, this is my first ever voiceover, so sorry if it's bad. But yeah. And now I just do the same thing up in the forehead. I push my hair back and just put it out all over. And then take my crusty beauty blender and then blend all that out. So yeah. And make sure everything else is just all blended and good. And yeah. Okay, that is foundation all on. Now, I mean, not all of my products are expensive. This one was like 12 bucks, so I kind of consider that a little expensive. But like, I mean, I'm not like, you know, James Charles or anything like that. So now I take this Wet n Wild concealer. It's cheap, but it works really well for me. So first I put it over all my blemishes. Or imperfections, whatever you want to say. Okay, so now I'm just putting concealer over all of my imperfections, and there is a lot of them, so it might take some time. But now I'm putting in the regular places, like my nose, under my eyes, on my chin, and yeah. Then sometimes I put it under my nose, like I'm doing now. And then I just take my blender, blend it all out. And yeah, I only blend it out in like the regular concealer spots. Like, I don't blend out all the ones that's on top of my pimples and stuff, but I'll tell you about that later in the video. So yeah. Now I take a pressed powder. It's just this one. Yeah, I've kind of hit pan on it like a long time ago. But I press under my eyes. And yeah. I mostly just do it under my eyes and then on my forehead because I get like really bad forehead creases. So yeah, that tries to get rid of them. But if you're wondering why I left all of these dots, like these concealer things, I leave them there for a bit because I saw this on a Vogue video and I tried it and it kind of works. But I think it was Camilla Mendez. Sorry if I said that wrong. But she, like, the concealer she puts like on her nose, under her eyes, whatever, you know, the regular places, she blends that out quick and sets it. But then like when she's trying to cover up something, she leaves it there like while she's doing something else because it oxidizes or something like that. And so then when you blend it in later, it covers it more. And it actually worked for me. So yeah. And now I'm going to be doing my brows. I have this little Morphe brow pomade thing, and then I have this brush. And I'm just going to fill them in. Alright, I'm back. I just decided to do them off camera because they were taking a really long time and they still don't look good. I'm just having a bad brow day, so yeah. But now is the time that I usually go and blend out those concealer spots. It's been like a good 10 minutes at least. And yeah, I just have a couple of really bad pimples, so still doesn't work all the best. That's where I go. I take some more, and I don't let it sit again this time. I just blend it straight out. But even though I know it's probably not going to do much more, I still just do it anyways. So, and I've been looking this way the whole time. There's a mirror right here, in case any of you haven't figured that out. But now, after I'm done with my eyebrows and the concealer fixing, I go in with contour. I just use this cheap palette by Color Co. And yeah. Now I'm doing contour. I am going to take the two middle shades and I'm going to start at my temple. I'm going to go down through my cheek and I'm just going to repeat this until I think it's dark enough, until I have a good structure. And yeah, and then when it is dark enough, I feel like I take the darkest shade and I further accentuate the bottom of that line to make it darker. Then I repeat on the other side, take the two middle shades, go through the temple, down through the cheek, and then yeah, now I take the darkest shade again and further accentuate the bottom, and then I just make sure everything looks good. And then I take the two middle shades, go to my forehead now, and just blend out that forehead, the top of the forehead, to make it look smaller, you know. And yeah, nobody's really gonna see it because my hairline anyways, but yeah, I do it anyway. So yeah. And now I use the same contour palette with the same two colors, and I do my nose. Now I'm doing my nose contour. I basically just kind of follow the natural shape, except just bring it in a little bit more. And my nose is really narrow on the top, except it's just really long out. But I just follow the shape. I do it on the same thing on the other side too. It's basically like two lines. And then except near the bottom of the nose, you kind of want to bring it in a little bit so it looks smaller at the bottom. And then after that, I will take the brush and I will just go along the bottom like that. And yeah. Okay, now I'm going to do blush. I kind of go into this big, like, cheap thing. You can find it at Dollar General. That's where I got it. There's a blush shade over here. And I'm just going to lightly do it because I don't wear a whole lot of blush usually. I wear it so it's noticeable, but not like, you know, bam, if that makes sense. I don't want it to overtake everything else, so yeah. And I'm not doing a voiceover for this one because blush usually just goes pretty fast for me, so yeah. Now I just like to go with my friggin' dirty beauty blender and just kind of tap everything in, just kind of meld it all together, you know. And now I go in with this highlighter. I have lots of tape on it because the lid broke off, and so I could keep the lid on, I put tape on it. So now first I'll take a little brush like this and just do my nose contour. I meant nose highlight because I already contoured, but I just go to the very tip of my nose, the little ball part, and I just add some highlighter in there. And then I go to the top part and I just do a line. So basically you want your highlighter to look like an exclamation point on your nose, and that's just really it. You keep going till you think you have enough, and yeah. Now I take a slightly bigger brush and just dip into that, and then do my cheeks. Now I just take it and put it on my cheeks. There's nothing hard about it. You just put it on your cheekbones. And then after that, I put it on my chin to add more highlight to my face. And then sometimes I will do the top of my lip to add more highlight there. And yeah, that's it. And again, going with the beauty blender, kind of just lightly go over everything. Now, after that is mascara. And most of the time, I don't usually do regular mascara. I kind of just have this little clear mascara thing, and I just go in with that because it lifts up my eyelashes a little bit, which I don't need a lot anyway. Now I'm just taking that clear mascara and just going through all of my eyelashes, and it's basically, you know, that's all you do, just put it through all of your eyelashes. And yeah, and then now I take a little spoolie like that and I just brush through after to separate the eyelash hairs to make it look more natural and more like my real eyelashes. And that's just it with that, basically. It's not really that hard. It's very easy and quick. And then after that, now I will take it and I will put it through my brows to make my brows stick, so they don't mess up, they just stay in place. And that's just all there is to it. And now is lips. Before I put on lipstick, I usually do some chapstick. It's just this. I'm using this, just regular chapstick. You can find it anywhere. I personally hate this one, this flavor or whatever you call it. It tastes like freaking like cologne almost, and I don't know, but that was the only one around me, so. But now I go on with lipstick. It's just a nude one by Remy Rose, and I just go in like this. Now there's nothing really hard about lipstick, but I just go in the bottom and the top like normal, and then I follow the natural shape. I sometimes overline, but not really a lot. But that's just it. You just put it on. So, yeah. Okay, you guys, and that is it for my everyday makeup routine. As you can see, it's definitely not one of my best, but it's just something to make me a little more beautiful. So this is basically what I do for school every day, and yeah, so that's it. Make sure you go follow all my socials. I'll leave them down in the description box. I suck at YouTube. I don't even remember what to say, but have a good one, I guess. And yeah, click the bell, subscribe, all that stuff that you're supposed to do. And see you next time.